Hello and welcome back to Loresworn Chronicles Crusader Kings II, where we are currently playing as the Kingdom of Curonia, the Baltic Reformed Pagan Kingdom of Curonia, who is pretty effectively spreading our faith through requested mass conversions along Eastern Europe. So this is going to create kind of an interesting cultural sphere over here, since we're not going to be the only Reformed Baltic pagan nation. I did get a couple requests that I want to address in the comments on some of our previous videos. Someone wanted to see Akko's final kill count, so we'll take a look at that. 81 kills total. His first kill was on the 4th of January, 769, so 4 days into the campaign. Sacrifice dungeons, let's see, when was his first named character that he killed? Okay, it was the chief of Kaunas. He killed in battle in 785. That was his first kill of a named character in personal combat, and then lots of sacrificed up to the gods. That's a pretty common theme here. Someone also mentioned I should probably marry off some of my unmarried family members, so I'm just going to do this really quick. Let's see. Half-brother and daughter. Can we actually do that? Why not? Let's just make this Crusader Kings game official with our first incestuous marriage. It's like breaking the bottle against the side of the ship. I'm just gonna do this the quick and dirty way, honestly. Freya... She's 24, he's 32. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm just gonna marry off my siblings and my children, basically. I'm not gonna bother to marry off everyone in the entire dynasty. Let's see, 38, that's a little old for having kids. Oh, she's a Muslim, that could be interesting. Hopefully she doesn't try to convert him to her. Oh, and relative of the Bularid Khaganate. Who are they? I don't know. They met at a mercenary swap meet or something like that. Okay. Let's see. 20-year-old Catholic. Kind of like to stick to our religion. There's another. We could do another weird incestuous marriage. No, we'll go with this guy, Sunifredo. We'll show him our pagan ways in time. Children. Okay, he's the last one who needs a wife. Let's see. Oh, and Discord again. Okay. 1 sec. Okay, our long national nightmare is over. I finally looked up how to turn the Discord overlay off permanently, so we should not have any more issues with that. Did I find a wife for this guy yet? No. She left-handed. That's fine. Oh wait, how old is she? Forgot to check the age. Oh yeah, she's that 38-year-old that I was concerned about. Okay. Younger, 19. Also Muslim. Let's not bring too many chances for our courtiers to convert to another religion. Or our dynasts to convert to another religion. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we still have Oswolas, who is raising an army against us. We still have some raids going on. Someone also mentioned Nala, being a scholarly theologian, would probably want to build up the religious infrastructure, so we're going to have her build a proper temple at Vartaya, because it's about time we get one. So this temple will serve as the spiritual center of the local community. That's something that's changing about the Baltic world right now, is we're starting to worship in temples. We're starting to have local priests who are serve in more of an official capacity. both religiously and administratively. All right, so we got all these marriages happening. And Kariotas is now raising for a claim to my titles. So it's it seems like I believe these are both my half-brothers. Half-brother, half-brother. So two of my half-brothers want to depose me. Kariotas would be a slightly better ruler than Oswolas, it looks like. Although Oswolas is the better warrior, Kariotas is more of a he's a bit of a more of a mental ruler than an imposing physical ruler. Neither of those guys would be a disaster. Like if either of those guys took power. All right, so we have passed the high centralization law. We had a counselor die, it looks like. We need a new steward. And I'm going to go with the guy who would be a loyalist, because they actually have the exact same stats. All right, does it say when they're going to attack? The 18th of April, 832. So we're not going to go on any raids just yet. I think we should probably do is make sure... Oh, this guy wants to fabricate a claim on us? Don't do that. Who is this guy? Is he our vassal? Why does he hate us so much? Wrong government. Too many duchies. Oh, yeah, I forgot that too many duchies things comes into play. Well, we're nowhere near the point where we need to start handing out duchies yet. But maybe I should just destroy them. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to destroy all the ducal titles that I don't need. And, yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait till after the adventurer threat is passed before we piss off all of our vassals. Because what I was actually suggesting we should do here is we should figure out who hates us and we should try to fix it. Wants a seat on the council. Alright, maybe we can work with that. Let's do some politicking here. He'd make a good steward. I'd have to fire my son. Let's see. Well, what else is he good at? He'd make a great marshal as well. Our current marshal is also our son, who is also, his title is the Whiner, but he's also a chief, so we don't want to upset him. This is some intense political action here. I don't know about you guys, because I know a lot of people don't like this conclave stuff, but I love this aspect of Crusader Kings. I really, really love this aspect of Crusader Kings, where you're like trying to navigate your way through this like labyrinthine network of like politics and social relationships to figure out like, okay, we've got these adventurers who happen to be our half brothers, which makes it even cooler, even more dramatic, coming to take our lands. We know we're going to need as many loyal bannermen as possible to give us as many troops as possible to fight off this adventurer threat. And so we are basically traveling around the countryside, hearing grievances from all of these guys, figuring out how we can shuffle around political offices, council spots, honorary titles, land, money, like all the resources at our disposal to give us the best possible chance of winning this war. And I really like that aspect of Crusader Kings. I really like that. So this guy is a high chief, but he does only have 2 counties. Title claimants, vicious rumors, adulterous. Yeah, everybody hates that I am unfaithful. We're gonna give him a council spot. He'd also make a good spy master. Who's our current spy master? My niece, who is not chief of anything. Okay, so we're gonna make him a spy master. Nope. Apparently we cannot make him a spy master. Well, would she make a good chancellor? No. Would he make a good chancellor? No. Would Spargus make a good chancellor? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to change your position. We're gonna make you chancellor. We're gonna fire this guy. Alright, so can we make him marshal now? I got mixed up on what I'm doing. Alright, so we want to make him steward. Alright. Okay. So change council position. We want you to be the marshal. There we go. And then we want to remove this guy from the council. Why can we not remove him from the council? This is confusing to me. I do not know why we cannot remove him from the council. I mean, we can kill him. We can imprison him. Would Nowla do that? Yes, I think she would. She's not honest or kind, so I think we're just going to imprison this guy. Alright. The UI wouldn't let me fire you, I'm sorry. Unfaithful. Oh, that's my husband. Of course he hates me. Alright, so now this guy, who hates me even more now, because I guess I'm a tyrant? I don't know. I don't know. I probably just screwed us over. Everybody's mad at me. Yeah, because now I have the tyrant penalty, so that was just... Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's raise some retinues. We are going to build retinues in our capital, and we're going to win this war by ourselves. Minor titles grantable. And if we don't, that will just make things more interesting. Statecraft. I want you to train troops in the capital, because we need as many personal levies as we can get. As a matter of fact, if there's a building we can build... We can't afford a warrior. We can't really afford anything right now. Because everybody's mad. We have large factions forming. So basically, Nowla is having some struggles holding the kingdom together after her father's death. Okay. This guy died. And his high chiefdom went to this guy who is still of our religion. It did break up his realm, though. New recruits have been partaking in our initiation rituals. I'll be merciful to this guy, because my reasons for imprisoning him were pretty weak. Okay, so this guy, at least he can't join a faction now. So let's see, let's show how big this guy is actually. No concern for anyone but himself. I'll mock his character. He's furious at me. So here's our vassal map mode. The Chief of Prussia, or the High Chief of Prussia, is very powerful at this point. Alright, so it's April. We should probably start raising what armies we can. I'm going to send out some gifts to try to encourage people with tax breaks to send us more troops. And then we'll award some honorary titles as well. Honorary title. I'm gonna name him my champion. Master of the Blade. Master of the Bow. Alright. Yeah, we're only gonna get 506 troops from our vassals. And some of them are already being ganked by raiders. So you guys try to bypass that, get to the capital. You guys just take the shortest route to the capital. Shortest route to the capital. Alright. Let's get ready to weather the storm of adventurers that is about to fall upon us. Alright, Oswald's host has declared his war. He is down here. Not a huge host. I think we can actually win this. So the dynastic feud set into motion by Akko's death has begun. We are now in the negative monetarily. Don't really have a lot of money to spend on a sacrifice, but I'm going to go with goat entrails. Alright, cool. Morale of armies plus 10. Could have been worse. Oh, we're going to get into speed 3 because we're at war now. We've got guys marching right into the path of the raiders, which is what I did not want. And it looks like we're going to want to concentrate our forces for a battle that's about to happen right here. Okay, so we lost the first battle because there were only 5 guys there. And now we're just going to trickle in very small groups of reinforcements inefficiently. Because apparently I clicked on the wrong province. Alright, I've encountered fledgling Skirdo many times. Good, we're friends, that's fine. I'm not really concerned with that right now. Daughter Ruta remains outside of our fold. Absolutely, I will recruit Ruta. As soon as we're not at war. And now they want Zigna, who they're calling a Tannist? I think that's a bug. But okay. Yeah, all of everybody hates me pretty much. I am not a well-liked ruler in comparison to my father. They're getting the terrain bonus. People of Estonia and their High Chief have often been in my thoughts. Perhaps visiting the High Chief would help with their relations. We can't actually do that right now. Sala could use some guidance. She's a courtier, so she can do it on her freaking own. We're probably going to lose this battle, it looks like. Alright. So we lost the Battle of Skolovia. We had superior numbers, but they pretty much kicked our asses. Partly because we're in debt, I'm sure. So yeah, Naula might actually lose the kingdom, which would be an interesting turn of affairs. We do have 129 more guys we can call on. Cannot hire a holy order. We also have a large number of dangerous factions. So, we are going to appoint a new commander, make sure she's not Craven. I also don't know if I set my flank commanders correctly for that battle, so that's another issue. So this is a great example of how often yeah, we're going to ask this guy for a bunch of money. Alright, he didn't want to pay us. That's kind of understandable. Oftentimes, in the medieval era... Cool. When a great ruler died, it brought about a period of instability. So... What I am curious about... Let's see, we're gonna rally here. Okay, he's just gonna die because I didn't notice in time that he was mis-rallied. And then Kariotis is gonna invade in October of next year. So he's out gathering his forces. But this is going to make a very interesting entry for the Civil War. Using your soldiers to extort money. I'll deal with this later. And Saraima is now doing very well. Thankfully. Now that we've ended the Estonian raids by converting them to our religion, they are apparently doing quite well. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do to increase our chances of success in battle. Let's see. Summon a lodge commander. War sacrifice. This is what we want. I must show my devotion to the divine patrons if I wish for them to favor me in battle. The greater my sacrifice, the greater will be the reward that the old gods will grant me in the wars to come. Let's see. So I can kill myself. Which will give us a huge amount of... let's see. Sacrifice one of my people. Okay, so we're gonna sacrifice one of our subjects. After leading Tura to the woods, few warriors and I start stalking her, our faces painted and our bodies covered in pelts. We run after our prey, howling the gods' names and throwing rocks at her. In the end, after having surrounded her, we tear her apart, offering her flesh to the gods. A life for victory. Alright. So we've got a war sacrifice going. Do I have any other renown abilities that would help me here? Let's see. Call to Glory. Yeah, let's try a Call to Glory. So, first of all, I'm going to make sure I'm leading the center. Viba's going to lead a flank, and Ruta's going to lead a flank. The three halves, or the three sisters, Viba's our half sister, so we have an all-female led army, which is pretty badass. So basically, our male relatives are trying to take the kingdom from us, and we're like, Alright, Call to Glory. We can raise our banner and call forth all willing fighters of our lodge. Alright. So the lodge supports us. Some say the lodge is growing outdated. We have a bastard courtier born to my niece. And I've apparently become infirm. Right on the eve of our greatest challenge. So I don't think I can lead armies while I'm infirm. I guess I can lead from the command tent. Let's see how many more reinforcements we can get from our vassals here. Not a whole lot. Those guys aren't even worth our time. Not Craven. Okay. I can't raise any more personal levies, can I? No. Okay. We're going to give ourselves the best possible chance of success here. Okay, cool. Eager fighters have joined me. Bolstering our ranks. So Memel has fallen to the rebels. I'm a little worried this is going to turn into like a 1066 thing where we're going to end up beating Azuolas, and then Cariotis is going to show up when we're kind of beat down, and he's going to end up defeating us just because he was the last to arrive. Alright, more new warriors have arrived. Call to Glory might save us. The Warrior Lodge might save us. So we have a new grandson. So really what's happening here is the pious, scholarly queen who has always been true to the Band of Medina is preaching of the decadence of her relatives who would dare to think they can rule the kingdom better than her, and her fellow warriors in the lodge who have known her for some time, who have known her father and his legendary deeds, agree with her, and they are willing to join our side to expel the pretenders. And that may end up being what turns the tide in this civil war in our dynasty. Paranoid fool, let's mock him, because why not? He didn't like that. We only mock because we want you to be better. Good. Raiding the siege camps. Okay, so we've crossed the river, because we don't want to attack across the river. And now we are... They have overcome the defenses at Skolovia. We also have... The peasants in Sarima are disregarding my rule, even though I'm the one who brought them prosperity by converting the Estonians. Okay. This time I think we got it. They're missing a flank commander. Thieves Guild in Zemgale. More new eager fighters. Alright, so in our second confrontation, we have beaten back Azuolas the Brute. We've retaken Skolovia. We're going to retake Memel. And then we will crush them once and for all. Alright. They are fleeing into the hills, it looks like. Or into the forest, rather. Still trying to convert this province. More eager fighters. So much like my father, I am bankrupting the realm to pay my soldiers. That's seeming to be a family tradition. Okay, so he's fleeing into the Slavic lands. I'm really surprised Sweden and Saxony have not exploded in Gavelkind yet. The valor I've shown in battle has not just inspired seasoned warriors. Many of my subjects have traveled to Kurtzema hoping to prove their worth against my enemies. Reinforcement rate, prestige, regiment, or ships. Ooh. Ooh. I bet they go away after the war, though. Yeah, let's get the levy reinforcement rate. That would be really good if those were actually ships that I got to keep. Meanwhile, we're going to go deal with these punk raiders. Oh, there they are. Alright, so we're going to march into Polotsk and hopefully defeat this rebel army for once and for all. Angering the band of Medina was not wise. The warriors know who their true queen is, even if you do not, my checks notes half-brother. Alright. So we've given them a pretty thorough trouncing now. And, yeah, we'll just chase them to the ends of the earth. We'll take out some raiders on the way up there. Sorry to everyone in Minsk. We can't really afford to lose sight of them. Smuggler's Ring in Kurtsema. More warriors are joining our side as we march through, and they hear the chant of the warrior queen. Let's see. And we're going to catch them in Estonia. And this will probably be the last battle of this war, just in time for my other brother to show up. Okay, so Karyotas, his forces have arrived. In the south, this is actually very 1066-esque. Like, we're winning this final battle in the north and are going to have to march immediately south to deal with Karyotas. And Dragomir is dead. Let's find a proper... We're pretty much beyond childbearing age, so all we really need to care about... We're gonna load... Slot 0... I just want a badass warrior as a husband. Let's see. Chancellor of Sami. He would actually do very nicely. Let's see. Thieves Guild in Sarima. We've pretty much crushed this rebellion. Okay. So Oswalas is in our dungeons. Can we execute him? That would cause me to be considered a kinslayer. We'll keep him there for now. Alright, new eager fighters have arrived. So we're going to try to march down and meet Karyotas' host. We're going to arrange a marriage with this dude. Matrilineal. We will take the gold, thank you. I'm also going to demand his conversion. Really? Why is that? Religious differences, and I'm an adulterist. Of course, it's always about that, right? Okay. And the Prussians are valiantly trying to defend their the lands on their own. Go ahead and screenshot that. And the warrior queen marches south. Let's see. Some of the more undisciplined elements within my new troops have started to complain that I do not share the loot from our battles equally. Alright, we gotta pay him. Peasants of Latgale are so we're seeing almost a de-feudalization a little bit. Like the countryside is becoming home to bandits, peasants that don't really recognize the crown. After everything that Akko did to consolidate, Naula is starting to see that sort of slip through her fingers. Thieves Guild in Yerzica. Okay, make sure we have... No, we have got to have a better flank commander than that. I'm still going to lead from the center. Yeah. Viba, Naula, and Ruta, the 3 warrior... warrior maidens. Well, not really maidens. I think they've gotten around a fair bit. Naula definitely has. It's like the defining political propaganda of her reign is that she gets around a lot. Alright. So we have won the Battle of Samiba. We've defeated our other half-brother. This is here. They're both half-brothers, right? Yeah. So far the sons of Akko are not doing so well against the daughters of Akko. Oh, they're going this way. Alright. Well, that was a nice little dynastic feud there. Let's get some more levy reinforcements. The bravery I'm showing on the field of battle, well infirm, by the way. Like, I'm probably walking around with a cane. One eye and a cane, just yelling at people to fight for the gods and fight for our honor and fight for the memory of my father. Let's see. Conspiring to kill my son. Let's not do that. Alright, I'm gonna have you not do that. Oh, he won't do it. Kill Princess Ruta. Okay, I think I'm about to imprison him anyway, so... More recruits for the Band of Medina. Merely attacking Chief Aishino's character should be enough to make it clear how much I despise him. Oh, is this one of the guys we were going to try to duel? I remember we were going to duel some people. Let's see... instruct town criers to insult him on our behalf. Publicly denounce him. Yeah, let's I feel like we'd get personal with it. Been a complete success. He looks furious. Alright. Yeah, we'll pay the soldiers. We've won another battle. Offer peace. Enforce demands. So we've won the war against Kariotis. We're going to make him abandon his plot. Oh, I guess he automatically abandons his plot. Alright. So we have fended off 2 claimants. Let's build a war chest. We still have a strong faction that wants Kariotis, who we just defeated, for chief. So we'll see how that goes. I might have to give some of these guys council seats to get them to stop supporting him. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this episode. Oh yeah, we still have that. We have a retinue, I forgot. Be sure to check out loresworn.com. That's our website. We are at Loresworn Order on Twitter. I am at AsaTJ. That's ASATJ. Subscribe. Click the notification thing if you want. Leave a like or a comment. Engagements help us get seen and help us continue to grow the channel, which is awesome. And we always, always, always genuinely appreciate it. Next time, it's going to be more trying to get the realm stabilized, really. Trying to get the realm stabilized. We're still working up to this military organization 4 so that we can start attacking some of the pagans on our borders to fix our border gore and consolidate our what will hopefully one day be the Empire of Curonia. And we'll see you guys next time.